You've never heard the concept of business growth explained like this before. And I will explain it with a story in the Bible. And it's a very, very popular story. It's a story about, let me clean this. It's a story about Pharaoh and Moses. Now, God said to Moses, go and tell Pharaoh to let my people go. Now, these people had spent 430 years in Egypt. Now, let's call that the trouble land. And God was calling them to the promised land. So, let's say this is Pharaoh. The children of Israel were here, and their destination was here. But Pharaoh did not let the children go. So, when you look at this entire concept, it explains how a business can easily grow. For most businesses, they have one major problem, and that problem is, where do I get clients? So, currently, a lot of businesses are on social media, a lot of businesses are online, and they have the big problem. How do I get clients? The concept here is that all your clients are here in the troubled land. This is a place where they are looking for answers to their problems. They are looking for solutions, but they can't find you. Pharaoh here signifies the resistance. This is the resistance they have. So every morning or every day, you're here telling the people, hey, Pharaoh, let my people go. Let my people go so that they will experience new beginnings, so that they will experience the answers to the problems that they are currently going through. And you're wondering why it's not working. So for most businesses, they don't even know who the people are. So how does this play out in practical? Because everybody wants to get to the promised land. Everybody wants to experience the answers to their questions. You want to sell more. You want to sell more of your products. You want people to keep buying. You want people to keep referring others. You want to go on LinkedIn. You want to go on Facebook. You want to go on Twitter. And you want to experience people getting your products and buying your products and experiencing how great your product is. How does this play out in practical? Now let me clean this as I explain this. So remember, here is the troubled land. I'll just put it troubled land, TL as troubled land. And here is the promised land. And your people are over here. So let's assume I'm into real estate. So here am I. I'm into real estate. And I'm engaging a platform. I'm going to come to this platform. Let's say I'm into real estate. And if I keep posting things like, get your real estate today. Now, what people need is for them to get past Pharaoh, which is their resistance. It must have a compelling desire, a compelling destination. So just telling people this is how to get your first real estate might not really work. The first thing you will need to do is, what exactly is my system that gets people to a promised land? So I will need to first identify what exactly is the promised land I can guarantee people that they will get to under real estate. Now, because you see this place, if it's on social media, there are a lot of people that want their first property. There are a lot of people that want to buy land, but they don't know how to buy that land. They don't know if they can trust you. That's the word. They don't know if they can trust you. Are you the right person to get them to that land? Are you the right person to get them to the desired destination? So what do? Now you need to come up with your own system. Your own system might be, how do I get people to buy their first real estate with no money down, or with little to no money down? That can be that can be your system, and it can be your vehicle. So the first thing you're going to do is probe. Are there people here that need real estate? Yes. Will they be interested in learning how to get real estate with little to no money down? Yes, because a lot of people here might be struggling financially. A lot of people here might not have enough to buy real estate. And you are telling me it's possible to get my real estate with no money, with little to no money down. Yeah, I'm interested. So I've already identified the promised land. The promised land here is that you can get your first property with little to no money down. So that might be a concept that is overused. What if we try with a very bad credit score? How do you get your first real estate with a very bad credit score? How do you get your first land? How do you get your first land as a salary earner? You see, all these are concepts or systems that you need to introduce that will help people go past the resistance, help them go past Pharaoh. So, in practicality, when you are selling that concept or when you are selling that system, you're helping them understand they have to move past this resistance and follow you to the promised land. This is why, in the place of Moses, we have, remember, the children of Israel were in slavery for 430 years. Now, think about this. You're not trying to get everybody to buy from you. You're not going to get everybody to follow you to this promised land. But we want, at the end of the day, the number of people that follow you, because in the case of Moses, it was only 600,000 people that followed him. But think about this. There were not 600,000 people here, because these people have been here for 430 years, and I believe there were a lot of people that stayed back and did not follow Moses. So you should understand that there will be a lot of people that will be resistant to your vehicle, be resistant to your system, will be resistant to your message. And they might not follow you to the promised land. So the first thing, like I said, is what is the system? What is your system or your vehicle for getting them to the promised land? What can you guarantee them? What is the promised land? You can do that across any sector. You can do that across any business. Help people understand what exactly is the promised land you are getting them to and why you are different in getting them to that promised land. Because there are lots of people doing real estate. Why are you different? There are a lot of people selling software. Why are you different? There are a lot of people selling land. Why are you different? There are a lot of people selling recruitment. Why are you different? There are a lot of people selling that product. Why are you different? So what you will find out is that when people see that they want this thing that you have asked or you are putting out there, they want that solution. But the question now will be, are they ready to follow you? And when you keep communicating the message, people will gradually say, okay, I think this person is someone we want to listen to. What I have realized is there's really no gimmick to growth. It's true that prayer works and faith with prayer works well. So the job here is in faith, you need to understand that you need a strategy to break free from that struggle your business is currently having. Most people don't even understand how social media works very well. Most people are still living way back in the ancient ways of getting clients. One-on-one. Honestly, one-on-one will not really give you the results, especially in this digital age where you can easily communicate with people without being there with them. You can easily get your message across to people on so many different platforms. Just imagine a situation where people are reaching out to you on LinkedIn, people are reaching out to you on Twitter, on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram, on all the platforms. Opportunities are being created on all the platforms. You won't get those opportunities until you understand this. What is this trouble land these people are in? And what is the promised land they want to get to? And what makes me different? So if you have any questions, type them in the comment section and I will see you in the next video.